we're going into next is going to be Memphis taking on West Virginia. Memphis is coming into this game 10-2. West Virginia is coming into this game even at 6-6. This is the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Every year I look when they drop the damn bowl schedule, and I make sure I have no plans for the Frisco Bowl because we know it's going to be a freaking fiesta.
Well, Hefe, great segue into it. You tell us what you got in your favorite bowl of the year, the Frisco Bowl.
I'm a big Frisco Bowl guy. If I wasn't tied to work, I would be here. I would be there at the bowl game. But sadly, I am. But let's seriously get into this game. West Virginia, Memphis. Look, this line was at 4.5 just a few hours ago. It is now at 6.5. A lot of money coming in on Memphis. A lot of money. Why? Because West Virginia ended the year on getting blown out. Fired their coach, rehired freaking Rich Rodriguez. He's coming in. It's a team that is just kind of I don't even know what to make of them. I never want to back the team that fires their coach. I don't know how many players they have in the transfer portal. I know that Rich Rodriguez is coming in and they want players who are going to be on this team want to play good for him. And I've read that the interim coach was coaching tonight. These guys want to play hard for him. They would run through a brick wall for him. With that being said, Memphis is a high-powered team on offense. They ended the year pretty solid.
Yes, they did.
They are a good offensive team. I think you could play this game one of two ways. Because this spread, always in the tension, because this spread changed from 4.5 to 6.5, I'm now leaning more towards the over here. I do think both teams can score. If you got the spread at 4.5, I would roll with that, though. That was going to be my official play. I did take it at 4.5 already.
Yep, we're going to have to be transparent here, JD. I'm going to let everybody know when we did our best bets in the morning for the graphic, our producer puts them on around 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m. for us. I did give out Memphis minus 4.5. I have to be transparent. It is now minus 5.5. Some books at 6.5. FanDuel, you can still get it at 5.5 at minus 115. That's exactly what I'm still playing. Memphis is the by far superior team here. We've all seen what West Virginia has done all year, and there's a reason they're making a coaching change. This team has not been good. Their most recent performance was against Texas Tech, where they lost 52-15. They've had a few okay wins this year, but a majority of their wins have been against poor teams, and a lot of their losses were in winnable games. On the other side, Memphis took out a very good Tulane team in their last game, winning 34-24. If you watch this show, even one episode this year during college football season, you know how I feel about this Tulane team. They were fantastic for us. Memphis absolutely took it to them at Tulane as well. Memphis is the far superior team. They have less players that have entered the transfer portal as well. I'm still all over Memphis at 5.5. I know the graphic will say 4.5, but I have to let you guys know I'm still good with it at 5.5. And a great comment by Monzi here. West Virginia lost some good defensive players in the portal. That's exactly what I was just saying. There's more players that have left West Virginia, who's already a worse team, that have left Memphis. So I do think that's going to be a big thing here. And one more comment I want to address. Bet your ass, Mikey Will. You said West Virginia is 6-6. How are they in a bowl game? Let me tell you something right now. The team, I forget who Army was supposed to play at the bowl game in 2 weeks. Marshall had 38 transfers, so they had to pull out. They're currently looking for a 5-win team.
6 wins is bowl eligible.
6 wins is bowl eligible, but they've now opened it up to 5.
I know.
So my point about this, if you let me get it in, Hefe, is you may see some teams coming up that have some weird records. There are going to be a lot of replacements right now because of what the transfer portal is doing. And quickly, I'm going to add, before we go to JD in this game, what a joke it is that the transfer portal happens before the college football playoff and all the bowl games. Let these kids finish their year, and then they can decide where they're going to go. Footy Chancellor is commenting Rutgers. Rutgers was a 7-win ball club. They were in the Rate.com Bowl against Kansas State.
When is
after
that
Christmas?
Army
Day after
Bowl?
Christmas. The 28th, I believe, was when the Army Bowl is. But I'll go.
They already found a replacement. Louisiana Tech, 5-7.
See, they opened it to the 5-win teams, 5-7, insane, all because of the transfer portal. JD, what do you like in this game?
Before JD goes, can I just add one stat? JD,
absolutely.
I think I'm reading your mind. Memphis team total over is at 32.5.
Knowing JD, that could be it. What do you got, JD?
You know what? I'm going to have to actually pivot now because, yes, the line has moved so much. Yes, I actually was going to be on the over here. I gave this out. I gave this out last night to clients. It was at 58, and it was at 58 and a half then. It's up to 60 and a half, or either actually 61 and a half, and actually some spots now. This actually Memphis team is a very strong, very good, actually very good offensive team. As far as their passing offense, I believe that they're actually ranked 24th. And as far as rushing, they're actually ranked 51st. And this West Virginia defense throughout the entire year has just not been good. Whenever they have faced a good team, they've given up points. And I mean some of these games they've given up a lot of points.
Yep.
Some of their actually defensive players, I believe Monzi Man said it. They're actually already out. Memphis is going to score here. They're going to score a lot of points. So if you haven't already gotten on the over, the Memphis team total over, I definitely like that. But honestly, the over, I still don't mind it because actually the West Virginia side, their offense is really not that bad. And actually, like Alpha said, their actually head coach has been fired. And actually, the person who they have coaching for them this game is actually going to be their OC. So, in my mind, this is going to be a very they're not going to be able to get stops.
Yeah.
So they have their OC at coach, and they're going to play a very offensive-minded game. So I just see this game going over, and I see it going well over this here.
So you would even take it right now at 60?
I actually would take it still. Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's see a lot more points from Memphis over West Virginia and a ton of points in this game. What else you got, JD?
Basically, yes. As long as it's under the key number of actually 61, you're fine.
That makes perfect sense. I'm with you.
At 60 and a half, 60 right now. Pretty much everywhere.
So if you guys like it, take it now because these lines are only going up. I think the Memphis line's going to keep going as well. I think it does close at 6.5. It's at 5.5, but juiced on the 5.5 side. If you like it and agree with us, take it now. Don't wait. Same with the over. I think that's going to keep steaming up as well.
You're going to see both of these numbers steam up. It's the first bowl game of the season, the only bowl game of the night. It's really the only game, I guess you could say it's competing against the NBA Cup.